Brockman's Park, even someone from Shenley I think is here. We've got people running garden. We've got people from all over here. That we do not want this waste incinerator in our town. I'm going to start with the thanks because I want to thank everybody who's put such a lot of effort in today, particularly Kieran and Paul and Mark Lampert, who have all been working their socks off to get this going. Also, the people who are doing the stalls, do go to the face painting and the tattoos and things over there, and to the Zumba dancers, and all the other people who've been helping with this event. But particularly I want to thank all those people who are out doing leaflets. We've had about 100 people out putting around leaflets, and it's due to them really we've got such a good turnout. So thanks very much to them. And I hate to say we will be needing you again, because of course the purpose of this rally is to raise awareness that soon VEOLIA will be putting in a planning application for this incinerator, and probably in November. And it's at that stage we want you all to send in your objections. So that's really why we're here today, to get that message across. And I'm afraid I will be asking people again, probably to put leaflets around to remind you to do that. Okay, so bring it out now. We've got only 4 speakers today. I do want to thank all the small groups as well that have given us support. Smaller political parties, small groups, and Paul says, and the police for their help to make the march go well. So, and give us a lot of headaches about the rules we have to follow. Right, okay, but anyway, thanks to them today, their support today. Now, we've got 4 speakers now. Right, so our 4 speakers, we've got across political parties, because we're definitely not committed to any one political party, and all our speakers are committed to either Hatfield Against Incineration or to the New Barnfield Trust, or both. So we've got Kieran Thorpe, who is... Kieran Thorpe is the Vice Chair of Hatfield Against Incineration, which is the group that's really been leading all the activity in this campaign. Sorry. Right. Feedback. Oh. So Kieran is also the leader of the Labour group on Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council, who are of course opposed to this waste incinerator. We've got Jill Weston. Jill Weston is also a member of our committee of Hatfield Against Incineration, and she is a member of the Green Party. She's the chair of the Welwyn Hatfield Green Party. And we've got Grant Schatz, who I think you know is our Member of Parliament. And apart from being our Member of Parliament, he is the chair of the New Barnfield Trust, which is the group that's been set up to raise large donations for legal help in our campaign. So if you want to give a large donation, give it to the New Barnfield Trust. If you want to give a donation today to help us with our expenses of today, there are some buckets over there which will pay our expenses of today. We've also got our fourth speaker is Paul Zukowski. Now Paul Zukowski is a member of the Hatfield Against Incineration Committee, and he's also the secretary of the New Barnfield Trust. So these 2 organisations, as you can see, working together. Paul is also, as you know, he stood for the Lib Democrats in the last parliamentary election. So we've got people here. This campaign is bringing everybody together. Doesn't matter what party you're in, what group, big or small. We're all united here in Hatfield and all the villages around that we do not want this incinerator.
Thank you very much, Kathy. It's fantastic to see so many people out here today, and we've had nice weather as well, and I think the march was a fantastic success. I'm going to say fantastic again. Hopefully no one got hurt and we all arrived here without looting anything. I'd like to thank you all for turning out. People have come from far and wide, from Hatfield obviously, but also Welham Green, London Coney, Welwyn Garden City, and many other areas too. When we started organising this march, we really weren't sure how many people were going to turn up, but I think with the amount of people today, we're sending out a clear message. So I hope that VEOLIA and the County Council can hear all of us now when we say, we don't want your incinerator. Now I thought this for a long time now, and I know you have too. It's been a long, hard road, but slowly we're nearing the end. But now, more than ever, we need to keep up the pressure. And some people say, I don't know why you bother, you won't change anything, they've already made up their minds. But tell that to the people of Nottinghamshire, tell that to the people of Shrewsbury. They fought against VEOLIA, they fought against incinerators, and they won. And so can we. And you get those other people, the people that say it's got to go somewhere, or that we've got to have one. When I think of what a nice town has got to have, I think of a proper town centre. Decent houses for residents, decent schools for our children. Those are the things that we've got to have, those are the things that have got to go somewhere, but those are the things that if this incinerator is built, we're less likely to get. What sort of retail business is going to move into Hatfield Town Centre if it's been turned into the flaming dustbin of Hertfordshire? What sort of investment is there going to be in Hatfield and the surrounding areas if we allow this to happen? What sort of future is there going to be for any of us? What sort of people decide in one go to close a library, a fantastic library, and build a huge incinerator there, right next to a special needs school? I'll tell you what sort of people decide that. The sort of people that thought no one would care. The people that thought Hatfield would be a walkover. Well, they were wrong. And now they're worried. So we can win this fight. We have to win this fight. And if we do, it'll send out a clear message to every level authority that Hatfield is no pushover, and we will be listened to. Thank you, friends. And I'll give the mic to Jill Weston from the Green Party.
Hello everyone, thanks a lot for coming. Oh, thank you. I just remind you about what incinerators are like, as if you need to be reminded, but they're very expensive. They lock us into a contract for 30 years. They're greedy for waste, so we'll be getting waste from London and everywhere else. They're polluting, so there'll be dioxins emitted. These cause cancer and infertility, damage to the immune system. The nanoparticles can't be caught in the filters, so they go into our lungs and they cause worse asthma, bronchitis and heart attacks. They give off CO2, carbon dioxide, so that worsens climate change. They're huge, so it'll be seen for miles and it's not pretty to look at. They're damaging, so this incinerator would damage the wildlife site that's there in South Hatfield. The lorries would be coming in 40 per hour, 40 lorries an hour. They're noisy, they give off CO2 as I've said with the lorries coming in, and they're obviously unsuitable by a special school and in a residential area. So we don't want it. Thank you. So sustainable. That means they don't look after the planet and the people on the planet, they harm it, and they don't make sure that future generations can enjoy this planet as we have. So they're unsustainable. We need to have ways of dealing with our waste that are sustainable. So we need to reduce the waste packaging, and manufacturers are starting to do this. We need to reuse things, so we're starting to do this, I think, not just chuck them in the bin, but maybe find another use for them. And we need to recycle, and we're doing this. We're getting better at recycling. Councils are really getting quite a lot better at recycling. We've got our bins, we put stuff in there, and this is the way we need to continue to go. If we have an incinerator, we'll be taking all that will to recycle and just burning it, and all those pollutants. It's just stupid. So we need to tell the county council that their target for recycling our household waste, which is 50%, just their target for recycling the waste that we put in our dustbins is half. We could do so much better than that. We need to get really good at recycling, just like other places in the world have got, not so very far from us. And that way we can look after the planet and make sure that future generations, our children and our grandchildren, have a decent life and look after each other and the planet. Thank you very much.
Hatfield, I don't care if you are a booer or a cheerer, let's hear it from you! And I'll tell you why. Because the noise that you make today actually matters. It matters because, as the other speakers have said, this is not a done deal. And the way that we make sure it isn't a done deal is to make sure that the protests are here and are loud and are clear, and that everyone for miles around can hear you. So let's hear it again! And this isn't just some kind of rebel-rising speech. It matters. And the reason it matters is this. Pretty soon, VEOLIA are going to be putting in an application, a planning application for an incinerator. Never mind the fact that they backed out of holding that second consultation when those of you who joined us right up there at New Barnfield put them off by turning out in such great numbers. If you were there, let me hear you. They put off that second consultation. It was supposed to take place right now. They decided they couldn't face the public again. And they've set up a group, a contact group of people to talk to find out what the population thinks. Do you know how many people they put on that group? 15 people. Well, to the hundreds or thousands of people here, let's send a message to them. Let's make them hear what we've got to say. No! Well, I'll tell you something else. We're not actually only going to win this through campaigning and organising and all the brilliant work that's been done cross-party. We're also going to win it through winning the technical details, through making our arguments defeat their arguments. And to do that, guess what, folks? It costs money, actually a lot of money. But I'm proud that Well in Hatfield, almost overnight, was able to raise £50,000 to fight that battle in just 3 days. So thank you to everybody who has contributed so far. In particular, I want to thank North Mims, Greenbelt Society, Hatfield Town Council and Well in Hatfield Borough Council, who dug deep to put money into that fund, and now we need more funds. Anybody who wants to contribute can make a cheque to New Barnfield Trust and pay it in. And you can get details from us for that. So we're going to fight the technical battle. But the last thing I want to say is this. I absolutely agree and stand shoulder to shoulder with Kieran, and actually what I'm sure Paul will tell you in a moment, Kathy and Jill, when I say this. People who say there's no point you getting up this morning early and coming on this march, those people are wrong. People who say this is decided and there's nothing you can do, those people are wrong. And the reason I say they're wrong is when it comes to this planning application being called in by the Secretary of State, one of the things that he will need to legally look at is, was this controversial on the ground? So for the last time, I want to hear it from you. Is this controversial on the ground here in Hatfield? Let's keep fighting them. Let's keep going. Hatfield doesn't want the incinerator. There, it makes no sense. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Hatfield. I'm the last person up here. I've spent a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of my energy putting it together. And looking around, I can see it really was worth it. Thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting this. It's absolutely fantastic. Last week I was at the LibGem conference and I made reference to this particular incinerator issue. And I made it because we need our government to stop companies like Veolia, we need to stop councils like Hertfordshire County Council doing this sort of thing to communities up and down the country. We need to make sure that government hears our voice as well as the local council. Now when they say you stand up and do a conference speech, the first thing they say is you should be controversial. Well, here's something that's controversial. The last person I think you'd expect me to thank, and the last people I probably should thank, is actually Veolia. But I will say thank you to Veolia for one thing only. Hatfield Town Centre, on an average Saturday, does not see this number of people. One of the reasons that Hertfordshire County Council and Veolia looked at Hatfield and said, let's put it there, is they didn't think we had community spirit. Do we? Yeah! It's that community spirit that their abominable plans has brought together. Let's keep it going. Let's tell them it's not wanted here. Let's get them to stop.